The biggest health mistake people over 60 are making? Thinking daily walking is enough. It's not. Walking keeps you active, but it's silently letting your muscles shrink by up to 30%. Today, we're busting the walking myth and revealing the one consistent habit that acts like a muscle reset button, allowing you to regain the strength, balance, and independence you thought you lost forever. You're about to feel capable again. If you've let your workout routine slide, the first time back in the gym can be a humbling experience. Your shoulders quake and quads tremble at what were once easy lifts. Luckily, research suggests that your hard-won gains of the past can still pay dividends when you restart strength training, thanks to a phenomenon known as muscle memory. You might associate the term with the idea that you can jump back on a bike after years of not riding one, or undertake other previously learned activities that involve motor skills and almost instinctively remember how. This brain-muscle connection is undoubtedly part of the story. But increasingly, exercise scientists have realized muscle memory is more than neuromuscular conditioning. Changes deep inside our thread-like muscle cells may also explain why previously trained muscles grow back more quickly the second time around. You used to effortlessly lift groceries, rise from the couch, or climb stairs without a second thought. Now, it feels slower, heavier, and harder. But what if I told you there's a single daily habit, strongly supported by science, that could help you rebuild strength, much like you had in your 40s? It doesn't require a gym, it doesn't demand hours, and you're about to learn exactly what it is and how to begin today. After age 50, most adults begin to lose muscle mass without even realizing it. This condition is called sarcopenia, an age-related process that gradually shrinks your muscles, weakens your joints, and can quietly steal your independence. Over time, studies indicate that by age 70, you may have lost up to 30% of your muscle mass. Even if you consider yourself active, you might experience this as persistent joint pain, a general loss of energy, or that wobbly feeling when you first get out of bed. But here's the encouraging news. You can reverse it. Not with medication, not with complicated routines, but with one consistent habit. Mistake. Walking isn't enough. Let's clear up one of the most common health myths for seniors. While walking is undoubtedly healthy, it's simply not enough to maintain or rebuild muscle strength, especially after 60. Yes, walking strongly supports cardiovascular health, improves circulation, boosts mood, and helps keep joints mobile. However, when it comes to restoring lost muscle mass, it falls short. Why? Because walking is a low-resistance, repetitive movement. It doesn't sufficiently challenge your muscles to grow or even to maintain their current strength. Think of it this way. Walking helps you maintain your current balance, but it doesn't add to your muscle bank account. And as we age, the body makes daily withdrawals. So, if you're not making deposits, the loss continues. Margaret, 67, is a perfect example. She walked every morning around the block for 30 minutes, thinking she was doing everything right. But then she noticed something troubling. Carrying laundry upstairs became harder. Lifting a cast-iron pan felt almost impossible. One day she slipped slightly on a wet floor and realized she lacked the quick reflex strength to catch herself. Her doctor reviewed her activity and said something simple but powerful. You're active, but you're not strong. Be honest. Do you feel truly strong, or just active? Type active but weak if that resonates with you. I read every single comment. I used to believe daily walking was enough. I'd get my steps in, feel accomplished, until one day I realized my legs still felt weak. That's when I learned movement isn't the same as strength. That's when Margaret discovered resistance training. Not heavy weights at a gym, not complex machines, just simple, body weight exercises. Squats next to a chair, wall push-ups, and stepping onto a sturdy box. She dedicated just 15 minutes a day. Within 4 weeks, her grip strength noticeably improved. Within 2 months, she could effortlessly carry groceries again. The change wasn't just physical, it was emotional. Margaret shared, "I didn't feel old anymore. I felt capable again." Walking keeps you moving, but strength training helps you stay upright and independent. The fix: resistance training. You're active, but you're not strong. The number one habit to restore strength after 60 isn't a supplement, a special drink, or a fancy device. It's resistance training, done consistently, even at home, even without traditional weights. Why is this so powerful? Because resistance training doesn't just slow muscle loss. It actively signals your body to build new muscle fibers, dramatically improve your balance, strengthen your bones, and even help regulate blood sugar and support brain health. And here's the kicker. Studies consistently show that older adults, in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, can gain up to 40% more muscle strength in just 8 weeks. That's not just motivation, that's concrete math. Have you ever felt like your muscles gave up before you did? Type "me too" if that hits home. You're not alone. John, 72, had never lifted weights in his life. After retirement, he noticed his legs felt shaky walking downhill, and he dreaded carrying groceries. He didn't feel old, but his muscles were acting like they'd given up. One day, his grandson asked, "Can you still do a push-up?" John laughed, but later that night, he tried one against the wall and barely managed it. That moment changed him. Instead of giving up, he committed to a simple 10-minute habit each morning. 10 wall push-ups, 8 chair squats, and 1 minute of step-ups on the stairs. The first week was hard. His legs burned, his arms trembled. But he kept going. Slowly, gently, respecting his body's limits. After 3 weeks, he could carry 2 grocery bags up the stairs without effort. After 6 weeks, his back pain faded, his posture improved, and the best part? He felt like himself again. You don't need to do heavy squats or bench presses. You just need to challenge your muscles a little more than yesterday. A little bit of exercise can go a long way. The human trials that could help hash this out are tough to do. They involve dozens of participants over many weeks. And, as with this latest research from Finland, there's only so much you can extrapolate from a single study. One remaining question. Would you see the same results in regular gym goers? What if they took time off because of an injury? I wish I had a satisfying answer, says Murak. Those studies are few and far between. Typically, it's easier to put on muscle mass initially if you haven't lifted much or at all, compared to those already in the habit of resistance training, who have to continually do more to make gains. That said, Toldness Cumming and Murak both suspect that people who had previously lifted would still benefit from muscle memory in the same way. Your simple home routine to start today. Here's a safe and simple way to begin. Chair squats. Strengthens legs and hips. Perform 3 sets of 5 to 10 repetitions. Use a sturdy chair. Go as low as you feel stable and comfortable. Wall push-ups. Builds arm, chest, and core strength. Perform 2 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Stand a few feet from a wall, placing your hands on it. Lower your chest towards the wall with control. Step-ups. Improves balance and leg power. Perform for 1 to 2 minutes. Use a bottom stair or a low, sturdy bench. Hold on to a wall or railing if needed for balance. Do this routine at least 3 days per week. Even better, make it a daily morning ritual, like brushing your teeth. If you want to progress further, you can add light resistance bands later on. But don't wait to start, and don't forget nutrition. Your muscles need protein to rebuild. Focus on high-quality sources like eggs, Greek yogurt, lentils, tofu, or wild salmon. Aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, especially after your workout. Have you ever tried resistance exercises at home? What worked for you, and what felt challenging at first? Leave a comment below. Your story might inspire someone else. You don't need to train like an athlete. You just need to move like someone who refuses to lose strength. Start small, stay steady, and your muscles will remember what they were built for. Don't let strength slip away quietly. Choose just one move from the list above and try it tomorrow morning. Have you chosen your one move for tomorrow? Comment, "I'm starting," below, and make it real. I promise, your body will remember. Or tag someone who needs this gentle push. And in our next video, we'll expose one everyday food that silently weakens your muscles. Even if you think it's healthy, you won't want to miss it.